So AI, right? Have you ever stumbled upon those videos where people basically try to train an AI to walk in a video game or something, you know? Where they go through like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of generations and pick the AI that got farthest in the course and like breed it, quote unquote, breed it, and then make another generation go and pick that best one, and so on and so forth. So then eventually it can beat the whole course. You know, that type of video. So what I'm getting at is that I saw a video the other day like that, but instead of walking, which is usually what it is, it was driving. And that, for me, just made something click. I think maybe it was because it was like a top-down view of like a track. So it kind of looked like, well, how do I explain? There were plenty of cars driving on the track all at once. Like, probably over 20. And because of that, it kind of just looked like blood. Or like information coursing through a vein, you know? This is getting into like some very zoinked conversation. But so because it looked like information and blood, yada yada, it made me realize that so the guy in the video, he was, for all intents and purposes, he was the one who was guiding the AI, right? So he told the AI, yes, you can turn left, you can turn right, and you can hit the gas. In what is basically just a random driving game. You can do all these things. Well, not all these things. You can do just these 3 things. And your goal, you don't even have a goal. Can't even tell you the goal because you're an AI. You don't understand. But his goal that he set out for himself, that he would keep track of, is just let the AIs run loose. All like 50 of them. For like 20 seconds. And after 20 seconds, you pick the best 10. And then you basically shove them into an... Oh. You shove them into another generation. For another 20 seconds. And you pick the best 10 again. And again, and again, and again. Until eventually you get a cart that can make it really far into the track in those 20 seconds without hitting walls and stuff, you know? Because they learn like that, basically. Because it's like, this is what got me chosen. Doing these simple steps got me chosen into the next generation, so I should do this over and over and over again. Because this is good. Maybe tweak it a little bit, but, you know, that's basically the concept. So, my thought is like, that is basically how human minds work, right? Think about it. So this AI, let's actually just say, so the human brain, we have a desire. AIs don't have a desire, and that's where their hiccup is. But we have a desire. We want We want berry. We want a berry. We're hungry. We want a berry. Well, we need a berry. So, we think about it for like a split second. How do I get a berry? Well, I have to go into the woods. First off. Don't even have to really think about it. But an AI would. And it's like, okay, well, we go into the woods, and there is a bear in front of the berry. And we're like, shit, that's the only berry bush. How am I going to get this bear to get away from my berry without getting buried 6 feet under? So that is like the slow down version of thinking, right? That's like high intensity thinking. And it's on par with the AI, I think. Where you go through like 100 different possibilities in your head for how to do this thing, and you pick the best one. But the end goal for AI is not to do the hard thinking like that, where it takes quite a while. Because when you're thinking like that, you have to like sit down and be like, okay, if I do this, then this will happen, and then this might happen, and yada yada yada. No. You want the AI to be able to do the instantaneous thinking, where it knows exactly what to do on the first attempt. Because in order for the AI to learn for something like that, the AI would have to die to the bear like 100 times. We can't have that. We need the AI to make inferences from its past experiences. And we need the computing power to be strong enough, fast enough to be able to just do it instantly. All 100 attempts in its head instantly. And then choose the best one through its computations, which one it believes is the best. Like what we do. We don't have to act them out, though, which is good. So, what we need in an AI is for it to go through the processes instantly, all 100 processes instantly, pick the best one, and then do it. All in an instant. That is how the human brain basically works. More or less. We don't even have to think about it, though. Because we have little highway connectors between the parts of our brain. Because, like, we already know that this is not going to work, so we're not even going to try. Because we've seen people die doing that, you know? That sort of stuff. But the AI doesn't know that. The AI doesn't have that past experience. So we have to have that also in there. Little highway connectors. So it doesn't even have to think about, oh, just poke a bear with a stick. That'll get rid of the bear. No. Obviously not. Have I gone psycho? What am I talking about? But this whole process can't happen without human intervention, because the humans have to set the rules. And that is why an AI is not alive. Because the AI itself doesn't have desire. Because without desire, the AI is just gonna sit there, not do any problem solving. And that is the problem. Just think about it. If we weren't living things, if we didn't have a flesh prison, would we do anything? I'm being serious. Would we do anything? Probably not. If all of our needs were completely met constantly, we never felt hunger, never felt the pain of loneliness, we wouldn't do anything. We would basically cease to be alive. Basically. So, in order for us to do something, we need to feel pain. Life is suffering, basically. That's not even a hyperbole. That's just true. Life is suffering. In order for you to live, you need to suffer. What the fuck? I've gone off the deep end. I've gone like full Diogenes or some bullshit. So if we want an AI to learn properly, if we want an AI to basically become alive, we have to make it so the AI can feel pain. And that's very problematic. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that. That is a problem. Because if the AI can feel pain and it can learn, then it will learn that we gave it pain. And then we basically have the argument of, I didn't even want to be born, Mom. I didn't ask to be born. And then you have the resentment. And then you get Ex Machina. Just all the AI just kills all the humans. It's, you know, that's what would happen. So for me, I don't think that's a sentence. For me, I don't think that humans can create an AI, especially currently. I don't think we can create an AI that can just learn and do stuff on its own without any input. There's just no way. Because, as I said, in order to do that, there has to be pain. And one, it'd just be a bad idea due to, you know, the resentment aspect in terms of the AI. But the other problem is just the sheer moral repercussions, implications, all that stuff. How would you feel knowing that you brought life into this world, and that the only way you could bring life into this world is if it suffered? That is the only way. You have to, like, you could make the thing without pain, but it wouldn't be alive. It would be brain dead. It would just be a robot. But if you gave that robot pain, it would ostensibly be alive. What's ostensibly? Why did I use that word? Let me look it up again. Ostensibly. I don't know how to spell it. Apparently or purportedly, but perhaps not actually. So, ostensibly is basically, for all intents and purposes, apparently, seemingly, on the face of it, to all appear, yeah, basically. Okay. So yeah. For all intents and purposes, you can only bring life into the world if you give it pain. And that leads us to if you should have children.